Hey guys, what's going on? This is Junkyard TV and a subdomain of JunkYardFind.com, and what we are starting to do now is car shows to go to, and that's what our channel normally focuses on. We've got about 100 car show videos on there. But right now I'm working on my CUDA, getting a lot of work done on it since COVID's going on. I guess a silver lining a little bit. There's a glance at the engine that needs a lot of more cleanup before we get too close in there. But what we're going to focus on today actually is the glove box liner. Here is the original, as you can see, sorely in need of replacement. And it's a couple of odd things I've noticed. The top part, this is what you get when you get a reproduction. This one happens to be from Classic Industries. It appears the bottom part screws in nice and secure. That's what you get the two pieces in the screw kit. But I noticed on the original, a lot of the screw holes or mount holes gave way. So I simply reinforced the reproduction one with some basic black silicone. That should make it last quite a bit longer. Although this one's 50 years old, so it did pretty good. But it's odd because they don't fasten completely. The screws go right through here in the front, and then the top part simply rests on the screws once they protrude. And the screws they give you, I guess we'll see how all that goes. If that isn't secure enough, I'll just probably get longer screws, maybe a bolt set up and bolt them in. But anyhow, this is what you get when you get the reproduction glove box liner. Again, I reinforced some of the holes, and there's the old one. So I'm gonna attempt to get this thing in there, see how that goes. And I'm not going to do a second by second install. I'm going to blip out and come back to you with any tips I have on how it slides in. Alright, be back in a minute. Okay, as you can see, I got the glove box door off, and the glove box door is attached by the three smaller screw holes there into the dash, and then the larger holes are for securing the bottom part of the glove box liner to the frame. Now, alright, I was going to show you guys how to finesse the top part out, but mine is just so brittle, it's breaking apart in my hand as I pull on it, so I'm not going to be finessing it. It's an old USB cable from the radio, which we're also replacing. I did like the USB connection in the glove box instead of sticking out the front of the radio. That's not the radio we're going to keep, but anyhow, that's part of this glove box. It won't be in there when we yank that out. But there you go. There's the top part out of the CUDA. Let me get some light in there. There you go. Alright, so there's the top part out. Now let's, like I said, we're going to finesse that bottom piece out. Alright, so now we have the dash liner completely out, and not look too bad under there. I need to pull this whole dash out. That's going to be a whole different animal as far as that's concerned, but that's going to be happening soon too. Here's the old liner, and here's that back Z-clip I was talking about. I think, okay, we're back. My camera kind of blipped out, and we were talking about the Z-clip that goes in there and it clips on in the back. I think I'm on the new one. I'm going to have the screws go through here. They're going to protrude, and the top's going to rest on it. And then I had that little clip in there, and that's going to clip onto the back, and that should be more than enough to hold it. We'll get into that in a minute, and I'll let you know how that goes. But yeah, this is an old Sony action cam, state of the art in 2015. We used it on again, most of the car shows that we have on the channel, and a great little camera. But I'm going to be upgrading soon, probably to a GoPro Hero 9 or something like that. And if I'm going to do more of these repair videos, basically just for fun. I hope you guys can use it. I'm only going to do ones that are, you know, YouTube is loaded with a bunch of videos of the same stuff. I'm doing the glove box liner because there's not one on YouTube. Simple as that. And so the stuff I'm going to do hopefully will be a little different, and hopefully it'll help somebody out. All right, so we're going to get into putting it back in, see how that goes. I was to do a quick slide in of the bottom part. I mean, maybe this is why there's no videos on this. I mean, it's ridiculously easy. That one just goes in perfectly. And yeah, we're going to bolt that down on the bottom. And then we'll get back and see how easy the top part is. There's got to be a hard part in there somewhere. Always is. Alright, be back. Okay, yeah, first little hiccup is I initially was thinking put these little clips in here like this and then simply fasten it on like that, but it's not how it's going to work. This front lip goes underneath here, so I'm still going to keep these because they're going to be a little bit easier. It'd be really difficult to hold that other type of clip. That's the original. That's these underneath. Actually, I think they were. Oh no, they're already attached to it. I'm overthinking it as usual. I thought these were clips that came originally with the car, but actually they're the clips that are already attached to the glove box. So that solves that problem. Alright, I'll press the easy button anytime. Yeah, these are already in there, so all we have to do is we're going to fasten it down through those holes. Simple. Okay, just I wasn't liking the screws. That's this one here. That's this one right there that they give you with the kit. I went with a little bit fatter thread on it, and it went in much easier. This one just didn't seem to catch the pre-existing hole with the backing plate. So yeah, scrub the initial screws that the kit came with and went with a little bit better ones. Actually, these were changed out at some point because these ones were with the original liner as well. So yeah, change out your screws. Yep, super easy attachment. It just slides in sideways first, push it back, pull it forward underneath this lip, swap out the screws that come with the kit to just something a little bit more bigger as far as the screws concerned and the threads are concerned, and it goes in super easy and holds secure. So the bottom part is in. Oh, gotta tuck this to the side. There we go. Bottom part's in, looking good. Good. Let's go for the top part. Okay. Well, you may notice the bottom part is back out. But apparently, I tried to slip in the top part with the bottom part attached. I mean, the bottom part was just so easy, it just goes right in. So I knew it was too easy. Yeah, don't do that. Install the top part, at least I think so. We're going to try that first. We're going to do the top first and just kind of set it up in there, then put the bottom part in. I think that's going to be a lot easier. So, alright, we continue. Yeah, that's a definite. You got to push the top part up in there first and get that kind of situated, maybe even attached to a couple of the screw points, and then it looks like you're going to go in and head and install the bottom part. So top part first. Alright, top part is in and secured a little bit with just these two pieces up here. A little bit difficult to align the screws. I just took a mirror and I was able to do it that way, and you can push down right here. There's a little gap, and once you get the hole aligned, you can push down and secure it to get your screws in. Again, I'm not using the screws that they provided. I'm using my own, just a little bit more thread, a little bit thicker screw on there. Seems to work a lot better. And these mount points right here looks like are shared between the bottom and the top, which is great because that gives it more support. And again, from there we got these two mount holes which go in here, which secures it, and then we have the mounts that just kind of sit on the back of the protrusion. The top, I guess, doesn't need that much support, so I think with the two protrusions from the two back screws and along with that Z-clip, we're going to have more than enough support for the top. And alright, let's see if we can get this bottom piece in there. Okay, yeah, the bottom piece is just kind of slid in there. But you notice the top piece is now unsecured. Yeah, you gotta put the top piece in first, don't secure it, then put the bottom piece in, because you gotta push back quite a bit to get this underneath the lip right here. So don't put any screws in, put the top piece in, put the bottom piece in, and then start securing first. I told you, comedy, it's, you know, that's the way I work. I do things a little too quickly and overthink them, but you know what? I usually get it done and get it done right. We'll see about that though. Too early to tell on this one. Yep, that's definitely the trick. You don't secure any screws. You get the top part in, the bottom part in. Bottom part in is still a little tight. You gotta be careful. You gotta bend a little bit to get it pushed back and then push forward underneath this lip. So that is probably the hard part. If only there was a YouTube video that would have shown me this. Yeah, that's the point. Hopefully this will help somebody else out. And alright, now let's just, looks like we're just going to secure it down, and hopefully there'll be no more backtracking. Okay, one thing I noticed when aligning the top part to its mounting hole here, fairly difficult to align. I got one on both sides. This side you can kind of reach under here and push it and finesse it. This side's a little bit tougher, but what I did was I used this, make sure this is on the outside of the glove box, and kind of use it as a extra finger or something to kind of pry it, hold it into place, push it from the back, and use this to hold it into place to align that screw. And that made it a lot easier. So we're getting there. We'll see how this back attaches, and we'll go from there. Alright, I got the back all set. I used that Z-clip. I think is going to be very helpful. Also, I highly recommend reinforcing those two holes, as you see right there, what I did with the black silicone, because those screws, the back part, the top part, is just kind of resting on these two screw protrusions. A weird setup, but it's really stable with the rest of the screws. Once I get these two side ones in, that's all I have to do, and I have to align those. And same thing, the screw goes in here. Sorry. Screw goes in right here, and then it just protrudes, and that rests on it, but it's secured everywhere else. So we're looking good. We're getting there. All right, and here we have the finished product. Everything is in and secured, and looks fantastic. A couple reiterations. It's definitely reinforced those holes. Put a little clip in the back here. I think is going to be great. But it's solid. Solid is, I mean, not putting anything too heavy in there. It's small, and when you get the repo out of the bag when you first get it, it's smaller than it seems once it's installed. But anyhow, this one's from Classic Industries. They're not sponsoring me. I wish they were. I live about 2 miles from them, so that's good and bad. I'm real close to get stuff, and it gets expensive though, because they get all the good parts that I need for the CUDA. And we'll continue with this, hopefully. We'll see how this goes. And once again, Junkyard TV, a subdomain of JunkYardFind.com. And I'm Junkyard Jeff, signing off. And this is our first video, and we hope you enjoyed it. And hopefully we'll be back. Bye.